morning. I stepped out to walk the dog today. It was so beautiful. Even that early in the morning, I was like, yes, good morning to you, Tiff. Happy hump day.
Good morning, Ma. I love that dress. It's funny because now that we're kind of all in a little box, I never get to see your full outfit. Looks beautiful.
Oh, so you could tell it was a dress.
Yeah, I could see it just on the open shot.
Oh,
That's all we can ever tell, you know?
Okay. Yeah, you're looking pretty in blue there. So I noticed that you had a new picture on Facebook of you with your mask, and it's a beautiful mask, by the way. Very
elegant. It's the one that David Caruso gave to us.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it's gorgeous. But I wanted to talk about something that Apple's doing right now, because you know that emoji, that standard one that everybody's using with the face mask, and anytime you put in mask, it pops up. Well, the new
little circle.
Yep, the circle with the mask. The new iOS 14.2 operating system is now going to change that exasperated, downturned eyes, feeling sorry for yourself. That's the before you see up at the top. Now it is becoming more cheerful, blushing cheeks, happy eyes, smile underneath. So to make it more positive, they said it's in the beta stage, and they said it's expected to be released late October, so later this month or early November. What do you think about it?
I just hope that they keep both, because truthfully, I think they say very different things. And there are, you know, if you're just, when you're wearing the mask because you're wearing the mask for safety, you're going to probably have the smiling one. But if you're sick, oftentimes we use that one or the one that's blowing the nose to show people that you're not feeling well.
I think that's such a good point, because it does mean two different things, and some of them are appropriate certain times and others aren't. We talked yesterday about masks and just that they're actually making a difference. And there was a study done at the University of Illinois that said even when they're homemade masks, say made out of t-shirt material or something like that, something is better than nothing, even if it's a single layer, because they're showing that it does have the potential to keep things like sneezes in.
I have some good stories to share with you next week about that, and I will share all of them. It'll be very interesting. Ryan J already uses the masks memoji. Are you familiar with the memoji?
Those are personalized, right?
Yeah. And so he's got I think the 14 for that when you're talking about the iOS. I'm not updated to that, but and you can actually choose that within your memoji. I think you go to head covering and then you scroll down until you find face covering. And so he kind of showed all the different things, but he always uses them. So I was like, oh, maybe I thought that's maybe what you were talking about. I didn't realize the emoji was also coming out with one too. So pretty cool.
Yep, it's a standard emoji. Yeah, and there is a difference. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
But you look good in your mask picture. I think more people are posting them. I would totally know if I saw you that it was you because of your eyes. But I'm surprised how many people I don't recognize at first when they're wearing a mask.
Especially if you've got a hat and a mask, you're like, you literally can't recognize somebody. I saw a very famous person in town who may play baseball, and I barely recognized him because he had a mask on. So
is it the guy
it was interesting.
Is it the guy who needs to come to the Yelly couch?
It sure is.
Who
I
I've
saw
been
him
inviting?
around town.
Okay.
And I barely recognized him with a mask on, but you know, his hair is undeniable.
I was going to say, it has to be that fabulous black hair.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So let me ask you this, Tiff. What do you think in terms of the amount of time it takes the average person to read a book?
Oh my gosh, the average person? Well, okay.
Read a book. Now,
there's Carol Barrelman, there's my mother, and then there's the average person. My mom takes about a week to read a book. I think most people take about 2 weeks to a month.
But how many hours?
Oh gosh, I don't know, 10 hours?
The average is 5.5. I think that's a good guess. I think it takes me more like 10 hours, but over the course of 6 months, because I start reading and I'm instantly tired. But it takes the average person 5.5 hours. Now, my oldest daughter, just like your mom probably, or like you said, Carol, she just cranks through books. And
so many books.
And I always ask her, are you a fast reader, or do you just give it a lot of time? Do you just read a lot? And she said, interesting, I don't actually think I'm that fast of a reader, which I was shocked that she said that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw my mom under a bus, but she smokes. So she reads when she smokes, and she smokes a lot, too much. And I try and get her to quit, but that's when she reads. So she has a lot of time to read.
Yeah. Well, I know. I want her to quit.
I love Mama O enough that I want her to quit too, but she doesn't. I, on the other hand, cannot finish a book for the life of me, probably because I read 3 at a time.
I
These
do
are the
that
3 I'm reading.
too.
You do? Okay.
Yes.
I can't read just one book. It's like impossible. I don't know if it's like an ADD type of thing or what it is, but I must have 3 books. And I have like a meaty book, which is like, this, by the way, is a great book. It's Lifespan by
Oh, that
David
looks
Sinclair.
good. Okay.
Amazing. It's very meaty, though. This is like a fun book. I read his last book. It's Dr. Joe Dispenza. It was Breaking the Habit of You. This is his next one, Supernatural. And then I have a nighttime book. I'm on the 10th Insight. This is from the Celestine Prophecy series. And I mean, I can't get through any of them. I'm so close on so many. See how far I am?
Well,
Pretty close.
yeah. You know what I think happens to you and me too is that we have a lot of guests on this show who have great books, and we're like, oh
my
that
gosh.
sounds like such a great book. I'm going to start reading it. And then you've got 3 others on your nightstand.
Yes. I have 5 of Ian Smith's books in
Me
my
too.
cabinet, and they're all halfway finished.
Yep, and he was just on the show this week too. You missed him. Just
I
really quick,
know.
because we ran out of time. Can you say something about men and romance novels?
Oh, okay. I'll tell you that. How many men, like just percentage-wise, do you think admit to reading romance novels?
Admit to it, 2%.
20%. 1 in 5.
What?
I know. I thought that was insane. My mom is all romance all the time. She's Danielle Steele's like best friend. So yeah, men, they're into it.
That's
romance
hilarious.
novels.
I'm shocked by that. Okay, here's our sound off question today. We worded it this way on Facebook just to mix it up a little bit. What should I read next? You can say it to me, you can say it to Tiff. This could be just your best book recommendation. Go to our Facebook page, Sound Off. Tell us what a great book that you have read that you think we should read next.